Hey guys, it's Cynthia and we are out in nature. So we've shown in a previous video the greenhouse tour, but in this video I want to show you guys what kind of plants that we currently have in the greenhouse. So it's a beautiful day today. It's currently 39 degrees today and it's supposed to warm up a bit today. So we're actually going to do a project outside right in front of the greenhouse. So we're inspired by the 3 P's today. So the first one is what kind of plants are in the greenhouse. The second is planting mini bulbs for the first time. And the third is painting to relax before bed. So here we are, we're so excited. And let's get started. So as I bring you inside the greenhouse, an 8x6 pop-up greenhouse. It takes less than 15 minutes to put it up. The hardest part is making sure that it is staked into the ground. Here you see the electricity coming down for the heater. Here's the heater here. It's been off. And it's just such a beautiful array of flowers. So I used these white tables because I had so many. And it was not cost effective to go buy more tables. And for the newest greenhouse that's coming, I will also use those tables that I have. I have an abundance of just white tables and it seems to work pretty well. We will be getting a floor in here, gravel. And we'll be doing that when we get the second greenhouse up and running. I hope you can see pretty good. I know the sun's coming up this morning. It's still pretty early. But I'll just try to pan into some of the, back out for a minute, and then I'll pan into some of the different flowers that we have. So starting from here is where we are. The first one here. Shining Lady. It's a little prickly, but I love it. Reminds me of another holly that I have, but this is really pretty. Can't wait to see this bloom. And it has all the care instructions on the back, which I'm really excited about. And this clematis, if you look here, last week I cut this back. And whoa, look at it. This is what it's going to look like. Sweet Autumn clematis. And this is probably the one, because it's a climber, I may put it on that trellis back behind here. Of course, I'm going to move the trellis this year since the greenhouse is here, but maybe I'll put, since it's climbing, I may put it there. Here's the care instructions here. You can see that for the clematis. Then we have a few cypress here. They were struggling a little bit. I had them up on this table and it did not like the heat. So sometimes I'll pop in and put them down because they did not like the heat. I have 3 of those. Then we have this one. It's so lush and so beautiful, so pretty. Did have a little brown on it when we first got it, but it's doing really, really good. And it feels heavenly. It feels as good as you think as it looks on camera. It feels so amazing. It feels so good. And each one has the name of it. And then we have, oh my hands. Then we have an azalea bush here. Beautiful. I saw a few buds yesterday getting ready to push forward. I think you can see that. I saw a couple more here. This one, oh, see the buds here? See all of them? This one. So pretty. Then we have another azalea bush here. I love this green. It's beautiful deep green. And you know I love the variegated leaves on this one, but I love the deep green. Okay, I had to wipe off my hands a little bit. But here, we need to come in and do some grooming. We haven't done that. And it gives you everything you need to know. Back here, let me try to get to it. It's a Japanese holly. So pretty. Beautiful. It gives you all the details. So we're going on around this here, here. I'll just turn them quickly. It gives you full sun, well-drained soil. It has white flowers in the spring. Everything that you need to know, it will tell you. These are super cute. I cannot wait to pot them in beautiful pots. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this topiary one. Oh, love it. Love it. You see, they're pushing forward blooms that they didn't have before. Oh, look at this one. Yes. And here's the holly, like the first one that we saw. I need to go through and really clean. They really need to be groomed. We'll do that together. Yeah, we need to do that. All right, let me put that to the side. Okay. But here's the holly. Just like the first one that we saw. And this one is a winterberry. So I actually need to just go ahead and knock them off. And then just clean. Just take them off. But I'll clean all this out. This needs to be cleaned. You definitely don't want to leave this in your plants. Look at those beautiful berries. I'll come back in and take all this out. Let me grab something. Just put this in here really quick. This is my little trash bin. That's much better. That's a better presentation, but that's what it will look like, the winterberry here. There we go. Yeah, so it's so exciting. We have some down here. And we'll go through each one. We definitely need to go through, and we need to go through. It says the names on them. I'll just pick them up really fast. You can see what this one is. And this one here. Little Missy. This one here. I need to go through and clean, you guys. Freedom. I need to go through underneath there. the table, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 of my roses that need to be deadheaded and before the spring. It's been inside. It hasn't actually been outside, so that's why you do see that it still has some green because it's been inside. You have this one, beautiful. You have this guy here. See if you can get the name at the bottom. Let me hold it back. See, you can see it. If you can see the tag on that one, this one feels great. And the last one in here. Yes, so this is the tour of the greenhouse. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot you guys back here. This one definitely need to be clean. I need to clean that one. Let me see if I can show you the tag on that one. And then the last one. This is actually the last one. The rhododendron, I actually have 3 of those. So it's so interesting. So I have one that's been in the greenhouse all summer. I have one that is just on the property in the landscaping. And then I have one that is in a pot. And all 3 are at 3 different stages. So it's so amazing to see them differently. So I hope you enjoy the tour of the greenhouse. This is about, let me count how many, because I have 130. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So there are 32 out here. So the other 98 are inside. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting the new greenhouse up and out because of this is 30. The other ones are more smaller on the range of this or in trays, not as big and established as these are. So there are roses, there are topiary roses. There's just so many beautiful things. I can't wait to take you guys along on this beautiful journey of being blessed with over 130 outdoor plants. Such a blessing. Thank you guys for hanging with me this morning. So we just finished the plant tour and now we are doing our project outside. We are going to plant mini bulbs for the first time in pots. So I'm excited about that. I've planted regular bulbs, but never mini bulbs. Okay, I wanted to get a little closer and let you take a look at what supplies we will need today. So the first thing, it's potting soil, not garden soil because it's going in pots here. So well-drained potting soil. This has a 6-month fertilizer. You can get your own fertilizer and put it in as well. But this is what we will be using today, well-drained potting soil, not garden soil. So here we are. We have a few terracotta pots. I know we talked about the weathered look, the patina look, age look. You can see I've been using this a while. And it has draining holes, which will help your plants drain. And then we have this one. This is the saucer. I always just, when I store it, I keep it inside so it doesn't get broken or I misplace it. So that will go there. It has the drain hole in the bottom. And we have that one there. So we have a much larger pot here, terracotta pot. Then we have this one. Then I actually wanted to show you guys also a terracotta pot, or 2 of them actually, that have no drainage holes. And you have the option of using the liners. I always want to show you that there's options that you can use. You don't have to just stay with one thing. You can do what inspires you. And this one is the same thing, no holes. We have this. So 2 with no holes, no draining holes. We just actually have the liners inside there. And then we have these 2 here. Today we will be planting the gladiolus bulbs, and this is the perfect time of the year to plant them. It's always important to look at the back and read the care instructions. I prefer to plant bulbs between March and April, late March and early April, when the soil is warm. So we're going to be planting those today. And then we have garden gloves and we have the shovel. So this is the first time that I've ever planted mini bulbs. So I'm excited about that. So we will be doing the pink, the multicolored, and the yellow. So I'm so excited. All right, here we go. So now that we know what supplies we will need today, I put the gloves and the garden shovel aside because I won't be using that today. I'll be just using my hands. But it was important for me to share with you that with this project, you only need 3 things. You need bulbs, well-drained pots, and potting soil. So let's get started. I've taken the bulbs out. The yellows are here. The multicolors are here and the pink ones are here, so I can remember exactly where everything is. I'm going to move this over. I want to start with the larger pot. I'm going to get right in there. So first I want to pre-moisten the soil. Put that there. Slide this over a bit. And I just get my hands in. Mix it up a little. Putting the soil in. Let me bring you guys closer. Putting in the soil. And I kept the bulbs separated, so I want to add the colorful ones in first, the multicolored bulbs in. It's always important to take your bulbs, make sure that they are nice and firm, and you always plant them pointing up. Always make sure you follow the care instructions, but you plant the bulbs going up, and I always go 2 to 3 times the height of that bulb when I go down deep. So that's the depth that I want to go, and always making sure you leave some room for the roots and you leave some space up here for watering as well. So I want to put those in. I'm going to start putting those in. There. There. If you want more of an impact, you can plant them closer together, but normally planting them a couple inches apart is good. So I put a couple in, put a little bit more soil. So this one's complete. Let me pick it up and take it to this, put it to the side for a minute. Now we have these 2 and this one here. So let me fill these containers with soil. And now I'm just going to put little holes in there, making sure they're up. And I'm actually going to do it a little bit more robust. I'm actually going to space them much closer together for more of an impact. Some in the center here. Just putting a little well, putting them inside. And I'll come back over that one and put a little bit more soil. We need to get a little bit more soil, but that one's in there. Next one. So these are the yellow, the multicolored, and these are the pink ones. So let me bring those over and start creating wells in there. This is the first time I've experimented with the mini bulbs. So I'm excited to see where it comes up. You can also layer the bulbs. You can put some bulbs down and then put a layer of soil and then put more bulbs on the top. So we have 9 left. Okay, so I'll put this one to the side and put the bulbs in this one. And this one is going to be definitely, this one's going to be very full. I want it to be very full, this one. And that's what I'm going to actually do in this one. I want to layer it. We have about 3 bulbs left. So what I want to do is those were the last 3 that was the multicolored. I'm actually just going to go ahead and just put them in here, spacing them a little to the sides, all 3 corners, making sure the pointy part is up tall. Go here. So this pot has all of the multicolored, and the other 3 pots are a mixture of both. So that's where we are. All right. Let me get a little bit more soil. Okay, let's go here, here. Let me pre-moisten the new soil. Just enough soil. Perfect. They're all potted in. It's a quick and easy project, only taking 3 things: bulbs, potting soil, and well-drained pots. So I wanted to show you a few ways that you can water your pots. Of course, you know you can overhead water. You can have a drip system set up. Water with a water hose, of course. The first one, of course, is overhead, and the water will drain down in the pot. Let me slide this one over. This one, the same. It has draining holes already. Watering it in pretty well, but not too much where you disturb the bulbs or you disturb if you had seeds. You want to do it really easy. And then while we wait for that water to drain through, Oh, actually, it's already draining through. You can see here, it's already draining through. And you have to be very careful if you have pots like this indoors because it will ruin your furniture. So you have to check and make sure when you have the saucers. Another option, which I like, is when it has no holes at all. And you can top water, which you normally do. But you'll notice that you'll know when your plants need water because you'll be able to pick it up and the plant will be very, very light. So let's say today it's light because we've only just moistened the soil. But you could pick it up, and if you see here, sometimes I will pour water in. Maybe a quarter of the pot's length, like that. You can see. And I will just sit it right inside there. So I don't have to worry about anything spilling over. Like this, if you look here, this one, I did not put a lot of water, but it will leak out in a few minutes. I just wanted to give you options on watering. This one, we're not going to top water at all. And a lot of times when you water from the top, it will attract gnats. So a lot of times I will water from the bottom and allow that plant to receive the nourishment, receive the water that it needs. And then what's left over in an hour or so, I will take it and I will dump that water out. But I allow it to pull the water up, and then it cuts down on fungus gnats. So we have 4 beautiful pots of gladioluses that will be springing up here soon. These are the first bulbs that we've planted this year. And then later this evening, we will have painting before bed. So I'm so excited, and I will see you guys in a bit. So this evening, we actually going to start a little bit earlier than we normally do for our evening routine. So you can see I have some water instead of my normal hot tea. We needed a little bit more light this evening to do our project. So here we are. I have the acrylic paint here. I have 2 mason jars, 1 palette here, and just a little paper towel here just in case I need it. But we have a different variety of brushes here. I'll let you see them. So these brushes are brushes with a soft comfort grip. I bought these on impulse a couple years ago and never used them. So we have these here. I just want to take them out and then see what inspires me. I have this brush that I've had for many years. Used to paint my nails and make designs with this, so this goes back a very long time. And then I have a variety of brushes here. All different size, shapes, varieties, you can see. So we have so many different ones to choose from. And I think today I am inspired to use, I'm definitely not going to use this one today, so I'll just put this here on the side. But these will be the 3 brushes that I use today. A soft grip brush, a fan brush, and a brush just for detail if I need it. And these other ones are here just in case. So I put these here. And I actually want to start off with an acrylic pour, just meaning taking some of my favorite colors and pouring my favorite colors here onto this canvas. we'll do the blue, just turning it upside down to make sure that it mixes well. This one's a little bit thicker. Oh, great. This blue is a little thick, so I am going to put this to the side, very thick. We'll go with pink now. That's a much better pour than the blue. Emerald green. Let's go with the purple. Some of these colors I've had for a while. Actually, I'm going to do a little bit more pink here. Actually, go here. So I think we're all set. I think we used most colors. I'm going to use a little orange. Just using beautiful spring colors. Wait a minute. We haven't used this one before. Okay. Now let's use the orange. Great. Let's go here. Let's see how we can create something beautiful. Just gonna wet this a little. I'm actually going to put this over here so I can use it like that. Since so much came out on the orange on this one, I'm going to actually start here. Orange here. Orange here. And the orange here. Just taking the brush and just inspired to just turn it. And put it in the large mason jar. Up a bit. So now let's do blue. The blue came out very thick. So let's use that blue. Let's take off the excess blue in here. And then we'll clean the brush again. I want to clean it a little, it comes out. The next one, I guess let's go to the orange here. Just inspired to do a little turn today. I'm going to go to the yellow now, which is the first color that I started with before that dries up. Brush, sun, do a second clean. Now, here, the purple. Pre-clean and then a second clean, taking off as much water as you can. My intention today was to make a heart. So I was trying to go here, here, here into a heart for love, finding love in nature, but just to inspire you to find love in nature. But something else came out of my creativity today. So I will not judge it. I will be grateful for it. So once it's completely dry, you can always add resin, which will give you a glossy, protective finish. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.